Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be diving into the underactive solar plexus chakra, right? So let's not forget, this center is the center of personal power and ego and identity, your unique character, right? How you perceive yourself and how others perceive you and how you would like to be perceived by people, right? And so this center is all about basically identity, self-esteem. So somebody with an underactive solar plexus is going to be extremely insecure and unsure of themselves. They're going to have extremely low self-esteem, and they're going to have a pretty low view of themselves compared to others, right? They're gonna feel unworthy. They're going to feel like they're just not good enough. They're not special. There's nothing unique about them, right? They're just kind of floating around. They feel beneath others, right? So this kind of leads me to my next symptom, which is codependency, right? So a lot of the time, persons with underactive solar plexus end up being a codependent person in relationship dynamics, and this is because they are unsure of themselves, so they turn to others for that validation and that guidance because they're out of touch really with their own emotional guidance system, right? Because the emotional guidance system is what helps us with all that, right? But if we have a lack of energy flow to the solar plexus, it also starts to inhibit your guidance system, your emotional guidance system. This is housed in the solar plexus, right? So underactive has a hard time listening to the inner voice that helps us know what to do, right? They have horrible instincts, horrible intuition. They ignore that pit in their stomach, the butterflies, you've ever been through something and you were like, I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew it, like you knew in your gut, in your stomach that was a horrible idea, but you decided to do it anyway. And look how it turned out. And you're like, I should have just listened to my gut. I should just listen to that emotional guidance and I'd be fine. So another symptom is being extremely self-critical, right? So unlike the overactive, feeling like they could always be better, like they're both self-critical, overactive and underactive, but they're in completely different vibrations. They're both in the vibration of I'm not good enough, right? But the overactive is going to be like, I'm not good enough. I need to prove myself. I need to take action. There's always more I could be doing. I could always be improving, right? Opposed to the underactive, that's constantly comparing themselves to outside sources for validation, right? They're going to be like, I'm not good enough because I saw Kim Kardashian on TV and my hair wasn't as shiny as hers is. I'm not good enough because that girl is driving a Porsche and I'm driving a bucket or whatever, right? You're not going to feel good enough and you're going to have low self-esteem because of the perception of others and how you perceive others. So underactives are going to be more timid and more shy, right? They have no self-confidence. They're going to have this body language of just kind of being timid and introverted, right? They're going to be extremely closed off in social situations. They're going to have extreme social anxiety. They're going to have basically a fear of being in the spotlight, a fear of being the center of attention, a fear of just kind of being, like in social situations at a party, right, or whatever. It could be so bad that you could know every single person in the room very well, right? Like say that you have 12 sisters and you're all going out for lunch. If you have an underactive solar plexus, you're going to have anxiety about going out to that lunch and you're not going to know why. Like, I love all my sisters. It's not a problem for me to be around them, so why do I feel so anxious about this gathering, right? Well, it's because that's solar plexus. So a lot of the time, underactives tend to be manipulated easily by others, right? They usually tend to put others before themselves, but end up suffering in some kind of way because of it, right? They're just not in the self-serving vibration like the overactive, but they're in the serving others, right? And you got to have a good balance, right? You got to be able to serve yourself and serve others. And if you do find a good balance, you will be doing both simultaneously. How can I help others by helping myself? How can I help myself by helping others, right? There's a good balance that could be had, right? But people with a overactive solar or underactive solar plexus do not have that good balance, right? So another symptom is procrastination or feeling overly anxious about taking any potentially positive steps or leaps to get you to your goal, right? So this means you're passing up all the opportunities. Things are jumping out at you. So for example, if you have a job, you've had this job for 10 years, right? You don't really like it though. You want more pay, whatever. So somebody offers you a job, like a much more highly paying job, and you reject it. Well, a normal person would utilize that opportunity and be like, oh yes, a new job opportunity. I'm about to make more. I'm about to be in a better situation. I love this. I'm taking the job. But the underactive solar plexus is not going to take the job. They're going to stick to the safe thing. They're going to stick to what they know. They're going to be like, well, I'm not going to take that opportunity because I'm a little unsure of if I'm going to be there for a while, or I'm not really sure how their company works, or I don't want to leave this job I've had for so long, because what if something just doesn't work out at this new job, right? You're not willing to kind of take that risk. So you're going to stay at the old job where you're comfortable with all the people and you know what to do. You don't have to learn a new trait like you would have with the new job. And, you kind of just stick to what's comfortable for you, but it's not allowing you to excel. It's not allowing you to kind of grow and learn. And, it's kind of holding you back a little bit from things that you could have from your potential job. You could be making more. You could be living comfortably, but you are choosing to stay in your little box, in your little bubble, and stick to what's comfortable and what you're used to. So a lot of the time, these individuals actually feel guilty for that. They feel guilty or bad about passing up opportunities. They feel, shittier for not being able to change that behavior, right? Like, why am I not able to just go for it? Why am I not able to just think outside the box? I'm so scared all the time. Why am I like this? That's definitely imbalance. So the last thing I want to mention is physical ailments of any of these physical organs that are governed by the solar plexus. So your muscular system, having muscle fatigue, right? The diaphragm, the large intestine, the liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder, having any ailments to any of those areas. If you have liver dysfunction, if you have muscle fatigue, whatever, right? That is an imbalance of the solar plexus chakra. So, all right, you guys, that is my interpretation of what an underactive solar plexus is. So we'll get to how to balance that out in a couple days, and stay tuned for that video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the little notification bell button so you get my future videos. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend you go back and watch some of my subjects from the past. We go over the other chakras, what chakras are to begin with. We go over how chakras are even existing right now, all that good stuff, right? So go back and check that out, you guys. Go ahead and hit that little like button, or leave in the comments what you think. What do you think about these subjects? Or comment, if you feel like you have an overactive or underactive solar plexus, right? Let's get into it, you guys. Let's interact. I hope you all have an amazing day. Namaste, friends.